Have you ever walked through a forest at night? It feels like the trees are watching, whispering secrets among themselves. There's a reason why the woods become a completely different world once the sun sets. That's when the ghosts of the forest awaken, those unseen creatures that rule the night. You don't see them, but they're there, hiding in the shadows, watching you just as closely as you watch the path ahead. Today, we're venturing deep into the heart of the forest. A place where the darkness comes alive with eyes that glow, leaves that rustle, and the ever-present tension of being surrounded by things you can't quite see. We're talking about the nocturnal overlords of the wild, the ones who have mastered the art of surviving and thriving in the dark. Grab a flashlight, take a deep breath, and let's head into the unknown. Under the forest canopy, night comes quickly. A hush falls, broken only by the occasional rustling of leaves. There, on the forest floor, is where the drama of the night begins. Imagine for a moment that you're a mouse scampering across the fallen leaves. To you, the darkness isn't just a void, it's a predator's hunting ground. Silent. Deadly. It's not long before you hear the soft flap of wings overhead. Enter the barn owl. Cloaked in ghostly white feathers and blessed with wings designed for absolute silence, it glides effortlessly through the branches. Unlike other birds, owls have a unique advantage, a face that acts like a satellite dish, capturing even the faintest of sounds. By the time the mouse realizes it's been targeted, it's already too late. The owl's talons close in, and in a blink, it's back to the shadows, the silent assassin of the forest night. But while owls might be the kings of the air, there's another ruler on the forest floor. Look closer, just there, yes, beneath that bush. You see a faint shimmer? That's the eye of a jaguar. Silent and elusive, the jaguar is a master of camouflage, blending perfectly with the dense undergrowth. With each step, it inches closer to its unsuspecting prey, using its keen night vision to see what we cannot. In the blink of an eye, the jaguar leaps, its power unleashed in a heartbeat. It's not just hunting, it's ruling, reminding the forest that it owns the night. And then, there are the creatures even more mysterious. Creatures that, until recently, we didn't even know existed. High up in the trees, moving with a grace that belies their size, are the colugos, or flying lemurs. Now, don't be fooled by their name. They're not actually lemurs, nor do they fly. Instead, they glide through the forest with flaps of skin stretching from their neck to the tips of their toes and tail. By day, they huddle silently against tree trunks, invisible. But by night, they become daredevils, launching themselves from one tree to another in search of fruits and leaves. In the moonlight, they almost look like spirits, gliding from one realm to the next. Yet, not all rulers of the night are large and fierce. Some are small, almost delicate, but no less influential. Look closely at that patch of glowing moss. See the tiny, flickering lights? Those are bioluminescent fungi, and their glow attracts all sorts of forest dwellers, moths, beetles, even small rodents. And where there are prey, predators follow. The firefly, an insect with its own built-in night light, flits around in search of a mate. But it's not just a romantic show. Some species of fireflies are tricksters. They mimic the light signals of other firefly species to lure them in, only to turn the tables and make a meal out of them. A classic bait-and-switch scheme in the middle of the forest. Speaking of tricks, there's another creature here that's earned a reputation as the forest's most skilled illusionist. The common potoo, a bird that looks like part of the tree itself. By day, it perches motionless, its cryptic plumage blending seamlessly with the bark. But at night, those giant, yellow eyes spring to life, scanning the forest floor for insects. Its haunting call echoes through the woods, an eerie reminder of its presence. The potoo is not just a bird, it's a ghostly sentinel, watching over the forest like an ancient guardian. But while these ghosts of the forest thrive, they're not alone. There's another, often overlooked player in this nighttime drama. Can you hear that high-pitched chattering? That's the sound of bats. These winged mammals are the true rulers of the night sky. With echolocation, they see using sound, bouncing echoes off objects to navigate and hunt. A single bat can eat thousands of insects in one night. Imagine the sheer number of mosquitoes saved from thanks to these unsung heroes. Yet, bats aren't just insect catchers. Some species are pollinators, spreading the pollen of plants like the agave, which we use to make tequila. Yes, folks, you can thank bats for your margaritas. But there's something else lurking in the dark. Something that doesn't hunt, fly, or even move on its own. It's an unseen force, fungi. Specifically, the mycelium network that sprawls beneath the forest floor. Think of it as the forest's underground internet. By night, this network comes alive, breaking down organic matter, absorbing nutrients, and, intriguingly, facilitating communication between trees. Some scientists even believe that trees use this network to warn each other of dangers, like insect infestations. Imagine that. The forest isn't just a collection of trees and animals. It's an interconnected web, and fungi are its nighttime messengers, silently orchestrating the forest's survival. As the hours pass and dawn approaches, the forest prepares for a shift change. The nocturnal creatures retreat to their hiding places. The owls return to their nests, the jaguar slinks back into the dense foliage, and the bats hang upside down, entering their daytime slumber. It's as if the forest breathes a collective sigh of relief, readying itself for the creatures of the day to take over. But make no mistake, the rulers of the night have not truly left. They simply bide their time, waiting for the sun to set once more. So, next time you find yourself in the woods at dusk, remember, as the light fades, the forest awakens. The ghosts of the forest, the owls, jaguars, bats, fungi, and so many more, begin their ancient rituals, living out stories we've only just begun to understand. We may never fully see them or grasp all their mysteries, but one thing is certain: they are the true rulers of the night. And perhaps, in some small way, they rule over us too, reminding us that the world is far more alive, far more magical than we could ever imagine. And now, it's time to take a step back, leave the forest to its rightful owners, and let the shadows reclaim their secrets. Until next time, when we venture once more into the realm of the unseen.